600 rows of data that was just sent to me, and I was asked to glean insights from it, and I have no idea where to even begin. I don't even know what this data is related to, honestly. But I know who can help me. ChatGPT's Code Interpreter plugin. Check it out.
Rossibytes.
So as I've mentioned in a few other videos on the Code Interpreter plugin for ChatGPT, it's available to ChatGPT Plus subscribers only, and it's a plugin for the GPT-4 model. So if you go underneath your settings, underneath your chat history, you're going to see an option for beta features. And underneath beta features, there'll be a toggle switch that you can turn Code Interpreter on and off with. Once you've turned it on and you've come into a new chat session, underneath GPT-4, you're going to see Code Interpreter as one of the options. So I've already selected that, but you would select that in your case. You'll notice when you select that, it gives you this icon to upload a file. This did not used to exist, but now we're able to actually provide ChatGPT with data of our own. So for this particular demo, I wanted to walk through some of the data analysis capabilities that the Code Interpreter plugin can provide. And where do I start? Well, first, I need a data set, and I don't feel like just making a bunch of data up. So what I've done is I've gone out to a website called Kaggle. It's just kaggle.com. And once you're on the site here, you can go underneath Datasets. And then it's going to basically provide you an entire library of datasets that you can choose to download. In this particular demo, what I did was I searched on Amazon behavior, and I found this Amazon consumer behavior dataset. So you'll notice here underneath the dataset itself, it tells us about the dataset, and it shows that we have information like age, gender, purchase frequency, purchase categories, personalized recommendation frequency, browsing frequency, etc. If you scroll down as well, a lot of times the data sets will actually show you a sample of what the data looks like. So in here we have 601 unique values, rows of data. And, looking at this, it says this is a data set collected for analyzing the behavioral analysis of Amazon's consumers. It consists of a comprehensive collection of customer interactions, browsing patterns with the Amazon ecosystem. It includes a wide range of variables such as customer demographics, user interaction, and reviews. And the data aims to provide insights into customer preferences, shopping habits, and decision-making processes on the Amazon platform. So I thought this would be a good data set to work with. So what we're going to do next is we're going to upload this CSV file to ChatGPT using the Code Interpreter plugin and find out what we can get for information about this data set. Because I'm pretending that someone just sent this to me and has asked me to do something with it, but I literally have no idea what the data is for. So I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop my file, and you'll see that it's uploading. And I'm going to go ahead and just send that off and see what the Code Interpreter comes back with. So it says, first, let's load the file and inspect its contents to understand the data better. We'll check the first few rows of data to get an idea of its structure. So it says the data appears to be the results of a survey about Amazon customer behavior. Here are the columns in the data set, and you can see that it's going through and listing all of the columns, and it's giving me a brief description of each of the columns. So then it finishes off by saying, what would you like to do with this data? Perform some exploratory data analysis, visualizations, or any specific analysis you're interested in. So I'm going to actually ask it, is this data set clean or messy? Just to check the cleanliness of the data itself. So now it's going to say, in order to determine this, we need to check the following things, such as missing values, inconsistent values, or duplicate rows. And it comes back and says the data set doesn't have any duplicate rows, which is a good sign. However, it does have missing values in the product search method column. There are 2 missing entries in this column. So you can see right here, it's actually giving me a lot of information that I would have had to have, like in Excel or something, open up, look through the 600 rows of data, try to perform some data cleanliness checks, and I may not have caught these 2 missing entries in the column for product search method. And it's finding something in the age column. The age column doesn't contain any inconsistent values. All ages are within a reasonable range, 0 to 120. So it says, in summary, this data set is fairly clean with only a few missing values, told us the column that they're in. Most of the data seems to be well structured and doesn't contain any obvious inconsistencies or duplicate entries. However, please note that the assessment is based on a surface level analysis, and more in-depth checks may be required depending on the specific analysis you want to perform. Would you like to fill the missing values, or is there any specific analysis you would like to perform on this data? So now that I know that the data is relatively clean, I still don't really know what to make of the data. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT with the Code Interpreter plugin to provide me up to 10 different visualizations to help me understand the data set. And it says, sure, I can generate visualizations for different aspects of the data. Here are some visualization ideas based on the data set. So it's saying for age distribution, it would recommend a histogram to show the distribution of the customer ages. Gender distribution, it's going to use a bar plot, etc. So it says, let's proceed with generating the visualizations. You can also see here that it's actually saying, based on the data, we may have this particular issue. So we're going to simplify things by doing such and such. It's also talking about finding certain delimiters within the data, and it's going to go ahead and take care of those as well. And as you can see, in relatively quick time, it actually produced these pretty good-looking charts and graphs that give me information about various different data points. And so if we scroll down underneath the visualizations, we can see that it's giving us a description of each of the charts, each of the visualizations that it produced. So for example, the age distribution, the histogram shows that most respondents are between 20 and 30 years old. So if we go up and look at this, we can see that that is true, 20 and 30. And you can see right in the middle there, that's the largest group based on age distribution. We can also see the gender distribution on this plot graph. And so it's literally giving me all of these graphs that I can look at, quick glance views. It's giving me descriptions of what each of those are for. So these visualizations provide a broad overview of the data set and the behaviors and preferences of the respondents. If you have any specific questions or if there's something else you'd like to explore, please let me know. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask it to combine these visualizations into a PDF file that I can download with one chart per page. Okay, so it came back and says, my apologies for the confusion. It seems like there was an error in my code when trying to return the page count. After the PDF pages object is closed, we can't access its page count. However, the visualizations should have been successfully saved to a PDF file. You can download the file using the following link. I'm going to go ahead and click on this and download the file. And then I'll go ahead and open it up. And we'll see that we have 10 pages in this PDF file, and we can see that our charts are here. Now, I do see some formatting issues here where we have some text running off the pages. But for the most part, this would take a lot of time to create manually, and the fact that the ChatGPT with the Code Interpreter plugin was able to create it like that is just absolutely amazing. So next I'm going to ask it, what additional insights or recommendations can you make based on the data? So as you can see, it's coming back almost immediately with some recommendations and insights. For example, the target demographic. The majority of the survey respondents are between the ages of 20 and 30 and are females. This might suggest that Amazon's primary user demographic is young females. However, this could also be a bias in the survey's respondents, and it might not accurately represent all Amazon customers. It would be worthwhile for Amazon to ensure that their marketing and product offerings appeal to this demographic, but they should also be careful to not overlook other demographics. So if we look under popular categories, we see clothing and fashion, beauty and personal care, and books are the most popular categories among the survey respondents. We should ensure that they have a wide variety of options and competitive pricing in these categories to maintain customer satisfaction. Improvement areas. This is the important one. The top areas that customers think could be improved are product quality and accuracy, reducing packaging waste, and better customer service. These insights could be valuable for Amazon in enhancing their service and improving customer satisfaction. So as you can see, it would take me forever to go through the data set itself without any tools to come up with all of this information, to produce the charts that it produced. So I'm completely blown away by this, and it would be really interesting to see how this could also be used with more complex data sets and have additional visualizations that it can actually provide. It is also capable of doing pie charts and bar graphs and histograms. I've seen those as well. In this particular use case, it decided what types of charts it was going to produce for me. One of the other interesting things that I would like to see whether it can do or not is whether it can put together, for example, an executive summary that I could essentially put at the beginning of my report that I would share with my business stakeholders or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask it to please write a short executive summary, write it to a Word document that I can download. I have written the executive summary and saved it as a Word document. You can download the document using the following link. Please let me know if you need any further assistance. So let's take a look at what this Word document looks like. I'm going to go ahead and download it. Okay, so let's go ahead and open the Word document and see what we got. It even formatted the top. That's amazing. Executive Summary, Amazon Customer Behavior Survey. This report provides insights into Amazon's customer behavior based on a survey data. The majority of the survey respondents are young females between the ages of 20 and 30. Most customers make purchase a few times a month or once a month. The most popular categories for purchases are clothing and fashion, beauty and personal care, and books. Customer reviews play an important role in the decision-making process for some users, but more respondents do not leave reviews. This suggests that there could be room for improvement in encouraging or incentivizing more customers to leave reviews. Shopping satisfaction levels vary among respondents, indicating potential areas of improvement to enhance the customer experience. Customers appreciate Amazon's competitive prices, wide selection of products, and fast shipping. However, they believe that there are areas that could be improved, such as product quality and accuracy, reducing packaging waste, and better customer service. These insights could be valuable for Amazon in enhancing their service and improving customer satisfaction. However, it is important to note that these insights are based on survey data and might not fully represent the views of all Amazon customers. Furthermore, due to the nature of the data, these insights are mostly qualitative and descriptive. With access to more quantitative data, more sophisticated analysis and detailed insights could be provided. So you could just use this or come in and modify it and tweak it, and then start including some of the charts that you could then talk to show a visualization of what you're saying in this particular summary.
Rossibytes.